you people singing again?
Wouldn't life be a lot more fun if it were a musical?
Don't break down the set yet. I'm gonna try to get my friends to be in the Christmas pageant.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 musical TV episodes.
Look, it's time to face the music.
For this list, we've picked the most original and well-received musical episodes. And we're talking shows that went all in and dedicated a full episode to song.
You have my undivided attention.
For all you How I Met Your Mother fans, we had to exclude Girls vs. Suits since that's only the one song.
The perfect way to snare a girl with daddy issues.
Number 10, The Devil's Hands Are Idle Playthings, Futurama.
Who is this one-eyed female baby Moses, with courage in her female baby smile?
A savior from the stars, or something stranger still.
Or just a lonely, filthy, starving child.
As one of the best reviewed Futurama episodes, and its last before it was brought back 5 years later, this musical was inspired by the saying, "Idle hands are the devil's playthings," and the story of Faust, who sells his soul to the devil.
No! Stop! Take my hands, you evil metal dog!
Paralleling that, Fry tries to win over Leela with his holophoner skills.
To win Leela's heart with the holophoner's art, I need hands of transcendental quickness.
When he fails miserably, he enlists the robot devil to give him a hand transplant.
You have what my old music teacher, Mrs. Mellinger, calls stupid fingers.
Zany? Yes, but the plot matches well with the opera-inspired songs written for it.
As for me, I must be off to have my doctor check this cough. Goodbye.
I don't recall ever fighting Godzilla, but that is so what I would have done.
You've got eyes that can tear out the heart of a bloke. With one
Number 9, the bittersweet Xena Warrior Princess.
Welcome home, Xena, welcome home.
A campy sci-fi fantasy series about a warrior princess seems like the perfect setting for a musical, right?
You're acting so strangely that I hardly know you, but still I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you.
Well, bizarre or not, Xena's trek into musical territory worked surprisingly well, as it followed the titular heroine and her companion Gabrielle to the land of Illusia.
This is Illusia!
Once there, they must confront their demons and each other to overcome their problems and work together as a team once more.
And its hunger consumes, for it lives to destroy.
Gabrielle, that's what we're fighting, hatred.
Hate is the star, it becomes who you are.
With poignant lyrics and emotion-filled musical numbers, the Season 3 episode is an oddly moving chapter in this show's history,
It's your evil destruction, your
which earned 2 Emmy nominations. Number 8, Simpson Califragilisticexpialidocious, The Simpsons.
Never bitter, help us with math and book reports. Might I add, eat my shorts. Bart, just cutting through the treacle.
Everything on The Simpsons airs on the side of the ridiculous, so even a musical isn't a surprise. Marge decides to bring on a nanny to make their lives better, and the one she hires happens to be a real-life Mary Poppins. Sorry, Sherry Bobbins.
Did you say Mary Pop?
No, I definitely did not. I'm an original creation like Ricky Rouse and Ronald Muck.
And even though the real Mary Poppins, Julie Andrews, was supposed to perform the role but didn't, it's still one of our faves.
If you cut every corner, it is really not so bad. Everybody does it, even Mom and Dad.
Ms. Bobbins quickly fixes the dysfunctional family.
But the beer will taste more sweet if you get up off your seat.
Lady, the man asked for a beer, not a song.
But not before their antics turn her into an alcoholic.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville.
Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Oh, here it is.
Number 7, Daria the Musical, Daria.
I got a big wheel rolling in my heart.
I really don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It means a Lawndale morning's gonna start.
Put on your pants.
Daria is the last girl you'd expect to see in a musical, which is precisely why this episode works so well.
Oh, that's great. The toast is cold. What tales of nothing will unfold?
With a potential hurricane on the horizon, the residents of Lawndale break out in song to express their concern.
But what if the town blew away?
Where would the football players play?
Where would we go to shop all day?
Would we still get 3 months off with pay?
If the town blew away.
Unlike most musicals, the topics of these songs are banal and average, which is in step with the show's theme of suburban life.
I always knew that I would die in Nowheresville,
but I didn't think I'd die there quite so soon.
With all inner feelings coming out in song, this episode was not a fan favorite. But hey, seriously, who doesn't love a good tune?
The big wet rainstorm's over. I think you hurt your car.
The big wet rainstorm's over. Now will you go real far away from me because you see I crashed my car into a tree?
Number 6, Variety, Oz.
Laughing in the sun, always having fun, doing all those things.
What is that puberty shit?
Don't worry, you're working out the kinks.
A prison seems like the last place for a musical to happen, so viewers were pleasantly surprised by this episode.
I wanna be free, like the warm September wind, babe.
Presented as a variety show, but with many of the inmates expressing their interior thoughts through song.
Free will, can't seem to get our fill. We are beggars, we are losers.
This Oz installment surprises us with the skills of some of its stars.
Look, I'm standing naked before you. Don't you want more than my sex?
So the premise is over the top. The episode works well because of the emotion it brings out in the characters.
No more.
It also has some great dance numbers reminiscent of Jailhouse Rock and Cell Block Tango.
This is the last duet I'll ever do it, never do it.
Number 5, Mayhem of the Music Meister, Batman, the Brave, and the Bold.
Then it sounds to me like it's time to rumble.
Indeed, but it is you who will take the
tumble.
I'm sorry, hon, but did you just sing that?
If you're gonna take the world over with song, leave it to Neil Patrick Harris to be the voice to do it.
Put down your arms, my friends, your arrows, guns, and swords.
As the Music Meister, he plots to control others through music and to take over the United Nations communications satellite.
His voice can hit a pitch that hypnotically controls anyone who hears it. This concerto of crime is over.
The episode shines in scenes that mimic the dance fight from West Side Story and the music of Phantom of the Opera. Cartoon or not, this creative episode was met with critical acclaim and was even nominated for an Emmy.
Was the singing really necessary?
Number 4, That 70s Musical, That 70s Show.
To think about the one you love
and hold him tight.
So happy together.
Leave it to the foreign kid to have an overactive imagination.
I think whatever you're on, I'll take 2 of them.
During this episode, Fez worries about his role in the school musical and his friends' opinions. More specifically, he doesn't think they'll show up to support him. Aww.
Love scars, love wounds.
To decrease his anxiety, he has elaborate fantasies of the whole gang performing musical numbers to express themselves.
'Cause I speak of the competence of love.
The episode works because they use great 70s hits like Love Hurts, Happy Together, and Shake Your Groove Thing in a comedic and theatrical way.
Shake your groove thing, shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. Shake it. Glee, it's a feeling you get when you're...
Number 3, regional holiday music, Community.
Glee, it's like a drug that you use that turns pain into shoes and your shoes into dance.
Community is a show based on making fun of pop culture, and it's no secret that series creator Dan Harmon dislikes Glee.
Next stop, regionals.
What the hell are regionals? They never stop talking about it.
This episode parodies the popular TV show after Greendale's own Glee Club gets sick and the study group is asked to fill in for them.
It hurts my little head when I'm lying in my bed with visions of sugar plum socks.
Is this a bit?
Instead of singing classic Christmas songs, the gang comes up with wacky tunes like Christmas Infiltration, a song about Troy wanting to celebrate the holiday despite being a Jehovah's Witness.
I watch all the TV specials that I never could. I'll even cry during the sad ones like James Bond would. And when the big night comes, it's time to set the bait. Cold milk, hot cookies, decorative plates.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kelso. I'm delighted that you came. So the doctors say you fainted and you don't know what's to blame.
Number 2, my musical, Scrubs.
On behalf of all who work here,
welcome to Sacred Heart.
A patient comes into the hospital with a peculiar condition where she hears everything in song.
When you leave us all, we'll be upset.
Look out, that floor is very wet.
To help solve her problem, Turk and JD assure her that everything comes down to poo, one of the episode's many comedic songs.
From the top of your head to the sole of your shoe, we can figure out what's wrong with you by looking at your poo.
Benefiting from the guest star power of Stephanie D'Abruzzo, a well-known Broadway star, as the patient, this is one of Scrubs' most well-received episodes because it earned 5 Emmy nominations and 1 win.
It's like I married my best friend,
but in a totally manly way.
We like to think Guy Love put it over the top.
Don't compromise the feeling of some other guy holding up your heart into the sky.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
And I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life.
Still got active bleeding coming from somewhere.
Well, then let's recheck the retroperitoneum. I've got access.
And my latest project, Singing Corpses.
2, 3, 4. Who can take a sunrise? Who can take a sunrise? Sprinkle it with dew. Sprinkle it with dew. Cover it chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candyman. The Candyman can.
How much more of this are we gonna take? I mean, there's 20 of us and 1 of him.
You have lost your authority. This here is a mutiny. From now on, there's way to see we're the masters of the
Number 1, once more with feeling, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Every single night, the same arrangement. I go out and fight the fight. Still, I always feel the strangest estrangement. Nothing here is real, nothing here is right.
Joss Whedon isn't afraid to take chances, as this episode of Buffy proves.
I've got a theory that it's a demon, a dancing demon. Nah, something isn't right there.
I've got a theory, some kid is dreaming, and we're all stuck inside his wacky Broadway nightmare.
After a demon works his magic, the people of Sunnydale are forced to reveal their inner thoughts through song.
That's entertainment.
The music in the episode is lyrically complex, particularly in Buffy's song, Going Through the Motions, which is about being unfulfilled with life after returning from the dead.
Walking through the part, nothing seems to penetrate my heart.
The episode may open an emotional can of worms, but it still retains the wit and charm the show is known for.
I need something to sing about.
Do you agree with our list? Which show is on your must-watch TV list?
The music's bad and you should feel bad.
For more can't-miss top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.